Well, it's football day, so I figured why don't we bring in
Well, he's a Canadian, but he's American. But
he
he's
played
Canadian,
in the NFL, but he played in the CFL.
American. Yeah.
Chargers, Bills, Stamps, Riders.
Marshawn Lynch loves this guy.
Yeah.
An entire province.
Who the hell doesn't? Yes.
Is he the premier yet? How does that work?
You don't want that job.
No?
This is better than all of it.
Yeah, that's true. Everyone loves this guy.
You got to go to
politicians.
You got to go to those frou meetings and harumph and sit around. And this guy gets to wear green hoodies and drink free beer for the rest of his life.
He'll never pay for a beer again. It's incredible.
The head coach of the Grey Cup champion Saskatchewan Roughriders, Corey Mace. Macer, how are we doing, bud?
Yeah, I got to tell you, I'm sick.
Well, yeah.
Sick of winning?
When you go on a 3-week bender, it'll take a lot out of a guy.
Well, I stopped drinking. I stopped boozing about 2 days ago. My body.
That's the problem. You just got to get back on it.
It's a good shift.
I got some in the office, actually.
You're not in the office.
I am at the office.
Oh, you coaches are the worst. Just setting bad examples for all of us.
It's Thanksgiving, Macer. Get the
go home. I was just talking to Mueller here. They celebrate. Well, he's kind of fat, so he celebrates both Thanksgiving. So they're doing KFC tonight and calling it a Thanksgiving celebration. So I might join.
As you should, as a guy should. Well, was it everything? It's kind of one of those goofy things, but as you're getting down to the final buzzer, it's like we did it. There's got to be some relief. There's excitement. What do you remember about those last few moments? Because you're kind of, as a player, you can lose your mind, but as a coach, you're kind of playing it cool, even though you're friggin' bursting inside. But walk us through as the final few seconds tick off the clock.
Yeah, well, I mean, in that situation, you're as a coach, you're always freaking dialed for any potential situation, especially them, right? They were down 8, they're going Hail Mary. So you're like, oh my God, is this going to be like one of the football gods trying to screw you, And then you're like, okay, can we do this penalty free, or else they're going to spot the ball on the 1-yard line. And, so you're just waiting for everything. But, once, you see players throwing their helmets in the air, there's no flags, you're happy. And then, yeah, man, that Gatorade shower came and it was the best shower I've had in my life.
That one shot that is taken kind of upwards at you with the orange coming over top. I mean, if that's got to be above the mantle, that's got to, I don't know how big you can get that thing blown up, but that is amazing. What everyone has we're very confident. What were you thinking about the Alouettes as you went in? Because obviously the quarterback on the other side, he hasn't lost as a starter, but he's got a hamstring, but he's dangerous and funny things happen. And you've been part of it either as a coach or a player. So funny shit goes down in Grey Cups, as we know over the years. Even we've seen the Riders, it's happened. What was your day of game? What's your confidence level? What was your read on your guys as you got down to kickoff?
Yeah, man. A lot of us kind of just spoke about it this last week. It was eerie. I think we just understood. We obviously respect the opponent. Hell, they're in the Grey Cup and a good team. They're playing at a high clip going in. Dangerous quarterback, guys never lost a game, really good players. But everybody was I had a great sleep the night before. Usually, my mind's running like crazy. The guys are saying the same thing. Like we just kind of, I think, had an idea of this was meant to happen. Like we're about to go do what we got to do for ourselves. So I think we're just focused on ourselves rather than the opponent too much. But, obviously still respect the hell out of them and what Jason does with that team. But I just didn't think on that day we were going to be denied what we worked for.
And that's why I asked, because I think we all kind of felt this was your game to lose, and it's not arrogance, but I wonder from your seat because I feel good about where we are. I think our prep is good. We look good. Gosh, should I be more worried? We're not taking them lightly. Missing? We're not taking them lightly, are we? Yeah. Like I wonder how often you kind of reset and kind of try and dial, take it back to zero and start over again. No, I think we're good. How many times you walk through that preparation?
Yeah. Well, I think, throughout every week, honestly, you always get nervous and butterflies and stuff like that. And then I think that's all encompassing of all those questions. But, I didn't think we need to be dialed. We had a great week of practice. The guys seemed loose the day before. Our night meeting before was excellent. the guys are just dialed and ready to play, man. You know, we know what it can happen on any game day, and you settle in within the moment. You know, when can't get too high, can't get too low. You know, we had a good lead early. They forced their way back into the game. You just gotta spot the ball the next play and get your job done, man. And that was awesome. Because all those things that show up in a championship game, you know, we breed those kind of moments and how we operate on the daily. So it doesn't change.
What are we doing talking about this game? Like, you're in a province that idolizes this sport, this league, this team. What are the last week and a half been like? And what's the weirdest time someone asked you to crack a beer, weirdest place?
Yeah, there's no such thing as a weird time for me to crack a beer. So, no, man, it was elation. I think a lot of the guys too, whether they've won somewhere else in this league or, you know, have seen different things from different teams. There is nothing like winning in Saskatchewan. The parade was mental. Man, what a time. What a freaking time. Even went up to Saskatoon with the cup a couple days after. And, you know, that's 3 hours away from Regina, and it didn't matter. You'd feel like you were just here, man. It was awesome. So now I can't wait. Guys have been going hard in the paint, as they should. We got a rodeo tonight we're going to attend. I'm getting a party bus, and I'm hitting small town Saskatchewan bars, man. And we're going to celebrate this thing with the province 40 years up.
Yes, people might recognize you, huh? That's
yeah.
Tell me you haven't pulled your wallet up for 10 days. Do those people proud and tell us that.
Yeah, man. They've been very kind to us. Very kind.
You know, Retro, obviously being from Saskatchewan, I just, you know, from being in Manitoba, but right on the border, there was that long drought from, you know, when the Riders had won and it was, you still heard about Kent Austin and Dave Ridgway and all those guys. They were legends. Does it kind of strike you that you're one of those guys now, that this win will be somebody's, that's the best win. That was our favorite win. That was people that, because it's been a little while. There'll be some teenagers that this is the one that they're going to carry with them for the rest of their lives, that you were one of the driving forces behind that.
Yeah, it's cool. I don't know if it's completely, you know, sunk into that level, man. But it's cool. I know what it means to this province, no doubt. But I think, and, you know, maybe Retro can stop me if I'm wrong, but personally, the way I view it is those wins are so special because there's so few far in between, right? Mm-hmm. What we're trying to do here is make it a constant. So hopefully this is just step one of things to come for us moving forward.
Yeah,
it is weird. Like, it's an organization that's had a lot of success, but the Grey Cups have been real tough. I think you had a 200 and something winning percentage in those championship games. Not that you were around for any of them, but there had to be some nervous Nellies around there. And when you've been around for 100 years and you got 4, that just doesn't feel right. It's not one drought. It's like 4 massive droughts that I feel like they've had, isn't it?
Yeah. And truthfully, that was like such a huge lure of coming here, man. It's, you know, it didn't even sit right with me when I really, you know, peeled it back and I look, I'm like, there's no way. Like, everybody around the league understands like how crazy the fan base is. And, you know, shit, look at, you know, you go somewhere else in the league and, you know, big cities, you know, if the team loses, hell, even if they win, nobody gives a damn. So, you know, you look at the history, it's like, hey, this team's fan base is incredible. Like, let me take a peek. How many championships? And I was like, 4. Nah, this shit don't make sense, man. Yeah. They deserve more. So, yeah, very vocal about that when we came. And it was cool to see it wasn't lip service. The guys they understood the assignment. And yeah, man, we got to check off a goal for the 2025 season.
And now, am I right in my chronologics? You have another year on your contract, and you were extended ahead of the final year. Is that right?
Yeah, that's correct.
You know, because, you know, and not to necessarily tie it in, but we were talking here at Craig Conroy's in his last year, and he didn't have a contract extension yet. I mean, you hadn't won yet. Things were good, but, you know, Riders, maybe they're going to be a good football team. They could have waited until this offseason to see whether you win or whether you don't. There's something about being treated the right way that I know you talk about family and all of that. That's a very family kind of a thing to do, to extend you and some of the others there before it's you're a lame duck, so to speak.
No doubt. And it came kind of as a shock, but I tell you, the conversation wasn't very long.
Yeah.
My family and I, we love it here, man. Love the staff, love the team. And then working day in and day out with, my bosses, our general manager, Jeremy O'Day, and our team president, Craig Reynolds. Like, man, we all see it the same. And what a place, man. Like, I truly enjoy working with most people. I mean, like I said, I keep bringing up Mueller. He's the only prick, but everybody's awesome.
Yeah. Who are you most happy for? I remember kind of talking to Rhett, and it was after the one loss. You feel bad that you couldn't get a win for certain people. Who are you happy that you were able to get it across the line for?
There's so many, man. Like, if you guys could understand, I mean, you probably would. Like, this is not your run-of-the-mill CFL team. Like, we've got hundreds of people who work here, some of which have been here for 10 plus years and has never won a championship, and they work their asses off, which is why I think rider pride is such a big thing, because people put so much into it. So there's so many people, man. The fan base, obviously, but just off the top of my head, I hated that people tried to, use the narrative that Trevor Harris wasn't a great quarterback because he had never won as a starter. So I said, okay, well, let's cross that bullshit off the list. So I was really happy that, he was able to do it. And the way that he did it, with the highest completion percentage in Grey Cup history, MVP, that should be a Hall of Fame ticket. All the locals, the Sasky boys, man, like, to be able to grow up, love this team, and then to be able to wear the logo, like, that means so much to them already. But to walk away with a cup, you shitting me? Like, that's huge, man. So that was incredible. And then, man, I could really say, I could go on a tangent, man. Yeah. So many people, brother, but those guys off the top of my head, no doubt.
When do they get that statue, the Mace statue up? Like, do you take a day and you got to stand still while they scan you or take pictures or sketch you?
I'm building it in the backyard here, Mason. We got it coming. I'll get it.
Well, you know what I'm saying? All I got to do is walk outside. It's about minus 15 right now. So if I'll turn into a statue, walk into the truck.
Yeah. When are you back to work? I mean, you're already in the office. It's probably, not when, but when did. And I'd seen somewhere that you'd have 45 free agents. I mean, boys will want to stay, but you guys got some work to do for next year.
Exactly, right? Yeah, exactly. So, I didn't – it was pretty dang quick. J.O. and I and some of the staff, we got into the office and started putting together just a plan of attack for keeping on as many of our guys as possible, man. Like, we're all about that. But we understand the nature of the business. But, looking at 26 already calendars and stuff, just putting the calendar together to have a solid plan of attack for a great off season. And it doesn't stop, man. But honestly, boy, do I love it. I love this stuff. So, but it's cool. I'd make sure I take mornings and, eat breakfast with the kids and stuff.
Yeah, breathe it in, Macer. Breathe it in. Don't just.
I try. There's always enough time for a pill or two.
Yeah. No, I was going to say, because you wouldn't have to look far, like you say, to find people that a Grey Cup win for that team means so much to those people. And then there's kind of the moment, okay, well, there's Trevor Harris and there's some people, and then there's the wife and the kids. And when the kids are old enough to kind of get the magnitude and understand what's going on, that has to be amazing. When do you lay eyes on the kids and your wife? Because it's commotion, crazy down on the sidelines after you win. How soon until you see those guys? And walk me through that minute.
Yeah. So it was celebration with all the guys, and I think I was about to do TSN. And I just heard my wife screaming behind me. So I said, "Oh, timeout. We ain't starting yet." I think in any sport, at a professional level, in college, whatever, there's so much time that goes into it, as coaches and players and everybody alike, that, you miss moments, with your family. But for us, man, my wife has been unbelievable through the whole process. of my coaching career. My kids, they were so pissed because they, I didn't bring the Grey Cup. They think it's supposed to be at the house every day.
Yeah,
like, where's the cup? They're like, Dad, I thought you won the trophy. And I said, we won the trophy, man. Just be patient. So we had it over the other day. The kids ate cereal out of it, took a bunch of pictures, took it to their schools, man.
What was that like? Tell us about the schools. That would have been unreal. They would have been so proud of Dad.
Yeah, man, it was great. So in typical, Saskatchewan nature, I called the principal the day before, like right before school ended. I say, hey, look, I got the cup. I'd love to come by and bring it for the kids. And she said, hey, no problem. And then I guess like 10 minutes before school ended, they made an announcement. Hey, tomorrow's green and white day. We showed up the whole, like I'd say no word of a lie, 96% of the kids had Riders gear.
When does the police escort show up to your house to take
no
school,
kidding, man. And I asked my son, my son's 3, so he took it to his daycare after, but I said, what was the best part of the day? He said, Dad, I liked going to the school. Everybody was cheering for me. I said, Jesus, kid, I hope you're a professional athlete because you ain't getting that nowhere else.
That's great.
Tough
That's
to duplicate
awesome.
that. Yeah.
Well,
how's the little banger doing?
Yeah.
I think we heard about him skating last time we checked in.
Yeah. Well, genetics are not on his side when it comes to that sport. I can't skate backwards, but I can only stop one way. But shit, I'm out there on the ice with him. He's in 3-4-5. Tim Bitts plays for the Sabres. Let's go.
Oh, Red Sabre.
Yeah. But he's amped up. But I love his heart, man. His first day, he said, Dad, I'm scoring 6 goals. I'm like, kid, just wait. You've never skated in your life. This is gonna be great. Oh man. Yeah. So we're not quite ready, man. But to have him out there at that age, getting teamwork, some of his buddies in the neighborhood are on the same team. It's cool to see, man. It's awesome to see. I'm excited to hopefully get to be a hockey dad because their season, I can actually watch the games because it's in our off season, right? So what a cool time. But he's definitely he's going to be a kind of a Bufflin type if I had to guess. So
yeah.
Bufflin.
Hey, he did very well.
He's a good player.
Yeah.
Everyone needs a Bufflin. Hell yeah.
Well, I don't know if people have made the shirt or if it's one of the, but my favorite quote was afterwards, and I'll let you finish it. You were asked the question on the field, and so, well, we play hard, we love hard,
and we fucking win hard, baby.
Yeah, I love it, dude. Pinder and I were conflicted, right? Like we're out here,
man. Like,
cause I cheer for the Riders. Look at this.
Dad's side of the family's Rider fans. I grew up in Calgary. You look so good in red, and then the moment you left town, I'm like, this might come back and be awkward at some point. And this is the first time I've ever cheered for the green. Was
it's like the Argos. Okay, well, whatever. Yeah, happy for Mace. Jeez, the Riders.
Never rooted for the green before, Mace.
That's awesome. Well, get to it, man. It's the only way to go.
Congratulations, dude. We're pumped for you.
You know where the Grey Cup is next year, Mace, by chance?
I think somewhere in Alberta, I think.
Yeah, I think somewhere nearby here, yeah. Hopefully we'll run into you. Hey?
I have to be out of town, though.
I'll go to one of those games we play. There'll be green there, too. You'll blend right in, buddy.
Congrats, pal. We
appreciate
love
you, boys.
You betcha.
Much love.
Be good.
All right.
There you go. Head coach of the Grey Cup champion Saskatchewan Roughriders.
I have goosebumps talking to Macer.
Hey, buddies. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Also, if you could throw in a like and subscribe, it does help us out with what it is we are doing. And check out more at flamesnation.ca.